63 buses arrived today and are being unloaded. Another 30 coach diesel buses for excursions, charters will arrive on July 9th. So, once again, another great day for JUTC, great day for Jamaica, great day for the commuters that utilize JUTC service. I want to take you back in a little history. When I became minister in May 2023, we all know that the situation in terms of the misery index was very high among commuters that use JUTC. I asked the country and the commuters for patience and asked them to give me 6 months. I stand here today with 170 new buses in JUTC fleet since becoming minister. 120 CNG buses and 50 diesel buses. I made a commitment at that time for 100 buses per year for 3 years. We are now in year 2, and already the second 100 buses are due to arrive in Jamaica. And I will give you the schedule. 63 buses arrived today and are being unloaded. Another 30 coach diesel buses for excursions, charters will arrive on July 9th, and another 7 buses, CNG buses for handicap will arrive in August of 2025. So I will deliver on the second 100 buses within the first 3 months of the new financial year, which will leave another 100 buses to be sourced for the next financial year. It is the first time that, in a very long time, that JUTC now has more new buses in their fleet than older buses, which is a huge feat. These buses, CNG, will be stationed and operate out of the Spanish Town depot. So the last 120 CNG buses operate out of the Portmore depot. We are putting in a new CNG plant as we speak at Spanish Town, and therefore these buses will be stationed at the Spanish Town depot, giving improved service to the Spanish Town and surrounding areas. And of course, those buses that are now at Spanish Town will be redeployed in some instances to improve the service, existing service, and to continue to expand the routes. So again, this is a game changer for transport, public transport in Jamaica. I want to say again, great job by the management of JUTC. The complaints are far less in recent months, and of course to Stuart's Automotive, we look forward to a great experience with Utah. We already have another brand, Golden Dragon, so we'll have 2 Chinese brands, and of course we are looking forward to the great service that the commuters are going to get. I could not do this interview without also giving an update on the rural school bus service. We are importing 110 buses for all parishes, rural parishes in Jamaica. The allocations have already been made in terms of the routes. So we will service, in the first instance, 324,000 school children between September and December of this year. And that is only phase 1, and that's only 100 buses. I expect that if given the opportunity to continue, which I'm confident of, we will be in a position to roll out a school bus service within 3 years, including this year, so 2 more years, to service 850 rural schools in Jamaica. Right now, in this situation with the 100 buses, we will service 258 schools out of 850. So if you take that, you will realize that it will take us about 300 or 400 buses to be able to fully operate an efficient, safe, and economical school bus system. We are going to extend what transpires in the KTMR, which will be a subsidized rate. So school children or parents will be able to use that cashless system, and it will be a flat 50 Jamaican dollars per trip. That makes it 100 Jamaican dollars per day per student. Whereas right now, as we stand, it is anywhere between $300 and $600 per student, which in some cases, for some rural families, is unaffordable for one child, much less 3 or 4 children, or 5 in some cases, that are all going to school at the same time. So again, another transformative policy by this government, and I would dare say that the rural school bus service that's going to be implemented is probably the most transformative policy that has been put in place in this country since independence. And I say that without fear of contradiction because of the magnitude of the effect it is going to have on rural folks, but more importantly, on education. Because the way it happens now, by the time these children get to school in the morning, with a no schoolers policy by the transport operators, and I can understand fully why, because they are getting half of the rate that they would get for adults. The children are at a distinct disadvantage, and therefore the challenges that they face hampers education, which is the future of any country. So therefore I say today that we are not only dealing with the JUTC, which is today's JUTC moment, but next week we'll be back here for the first set of school buses, and we'll be back here every week for the next 3 or 4 weeks until the 110 buses arrive, that we can get them in place to go out September morning. So we are moving a policy of no schoolers to schoolers only. Thank you. All right, time to go look at the buses now.